Welcome back to the Wiki Wacky Radio Show. I am your host, Reid.
And I'm Frank.
Today's episode is all about
Low effort.
nothing. But yeah, low effort, nothing, because it's, or
No effort.
as we might say, anything. Because it's the new year, and we didn't really have any good ideas of exactly what to talk about or what to do for this first episode of the year. So I thought, and inspiration of a YouTube channel I like to watch called Technology Connections. He does
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. He does this thing called No Effort November, where he puts very little effort into his episodes for that month. And I thought, if he's got no shame about it, neither should I. So here we are.
Yep. Very low effort, low budget, low content.
Right?
Content.
Well,
Maybe not.
if you want to go all the way back to our very first episode, it was basically nothing. We were just goofing around. It was the Wiki Wacky Rodeo Show. That wasn't a rodeo. Yeah. We're very wacky.
Well, and how about that now? I mean, time just flies. It's
Right?
already January 6th
Yep.
of 2025. They just certified Trump's election today.
Oh, yeah. That
And if
fella.
you like political content,
That's right.
you should go check out our Conservative Conversations channel.
Absolutely. That came out earlier today if you're listening to this on the day it comes out. And I'm drinking a beer. What are you drinking?
Glass of wine.
What kind?
Cab Sav.
Wine people know what that means.
Huh? Oh, yeah, it's a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Oh,
It's just out of a box.
a box.
Yes, sir.
Box. I'm drinking a beer, a Brewdog beer. It's either their Hazy Jane or their grape. What's the other one? Elvis juice. I can't tell which
It's
one.
an Elvis juice.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah. That's the thing about the brain sometimes, Obviously, I would, if I could see it, there'd be no confusion. But your brain and your tongue can play tricks on you if you don't know sometimes.
You have to have a brain to have that problem.
Yeah. 'Cause I remember one time when I was in, probably high school, I went to go grab a soda from the kitchen, a Mountain Dew, and I went back to my room. I took a couple drinks, continued listening to my show or whatever I was doing. Took a couple drinks later, then I suddenly realized it wasn't Mountain Dew at all. It was a can of tea, like a brisk tea or something.
Oh, I think I've heard you tell this story.
Yeah,
before.
I'm sure. So that
Hey.
whole first drink, I was fooled.
What a shock.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of that, have you ever, noticed that you never see any baby pigeons?
Baby pigeons.
Have you ever seen a baby pigeon? I've never seen babies. They're always, full-grown pigeons. So, where do they hide the baby pigeons, do you think?
Baby, that's,
Where are all the baby pigeons?
They are hiding in church bells.
You think?
Yeah, that's where they all fly out from eventually when they're big. And then they take over the streets of New York.
Yeah. They do, gang up. Pigeon gang.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Well, did you do anything fun this weekend?
No, I did not. Nope. On Saturday, I worked to make up for missed time from the holidays. And Sunday was yesterday, as we're recording. I did some chores. So nope, didn't really do anything on this weekend.
Yeah, I
Hopefully
didn't do too much either.
next weekend, if the weather's nice, I might try to do some
I
stuff.
know it's crazy weather we've been having, huh?
Yeah, we got snow. The first real snow.
I know traffic was brutal trying to get here today.
Was it now?
It was.
How
You should've
many
seen
accidents
people driving
you
like
see on the
idiots.
road?
A couple.
Couple. Any turtles?
No turtles.
Nobody turtled
No
themselves.
turtles. Hey, that coffee smells good. What kind is it?
My coffee. What are you talking about? It's, I don't know, some kind of cold brew blend from some kind of company.
Huh.
I'm about to be opening a new bag soon from some other company. I didn't look at what it is yet.
Did you watch the game last night?
The game? Nope, totally missed it. I heard the Steelers lost, though.
What a shame.
Yep.
Somebody always has to lose, I suppose.
Yep. The Chiefs lost.
Did they?
Yeah. But my dad says that it was probably on purpose because they had some of their big guys not playing, like Mahomes and what's his face?
Yeah. I know.
Kelsey.
What's his face? He's like number 7.
I don't know what his number is. One dating Taylor Swift, that guy.
Oh.
They didn't play.
Kelsey Grammer.
Sure. Probably.
He's
but
the guy from TV.
Yeah, they didn't play, so of course they lost. And my dad says probably because they don't want them to get injured before a more important game.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yep. That's good old football.
Well, have you seen any good shows or movies recently?
I'm not. I did hear, and I didn't know this until recently, that the second season of Silo on Apple TV Plus has come out. I didn't know that. I need to go watch it. The first season was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I won't ruin it for you, but it is pretty good. You'll be shocked at the end.
Oh, good. Can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait.
So
nope.
Huh?
No, I was gonna say, other than that, no, haven't watched any new shows. I've been watching boring stuff, like the Bogleheads conference.
I find that pretty exciting.
I do
I
too.
bet there's a lot of people out there who find it exciting.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there are some. Yeah, maybe a lot compared to.
Oh no, probably a lot.
Oh, well.
Wouldn't you think?
I bet most people who might hear this don't even know what a Boglehead is.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah. But there's a whole meeting of them, like, usually every year. I think they've had it yearly for a little while now. And it moves around. I'd like to go to it sometime.
Have you ever thought about the fact that, like, every mirror is technically already used? Like, when you get it, it's already been used?
Yeah.
You ever think about that?
You can never buy an unused mirror. Huh. Why are they so expensive then? They can't be selling new mirrors, used
they
mirrors
should all
as
be
new.
like half priced.
We ought to go. What do they call it? Rally down at the mirror shop
Yeah.
and tell them. I don't know. What do we tell them? Stop selling new mirrors.
We want reduced pricing for for mirrors.
We want
On the
used
understanding
mirror
that-
prices.
Yes, used mirror prices on all mirrors.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting observation.
Well, I got another one.
Okay.
Why do they call it a building if it's already been built? Like, how's it a building?
I don't know.
Shouldn't they call it a built?
It should be a built. Let's go to the built. I live in the second built on the left.
I remember my
totally
grandmother.
Makes sense.
She used to live in the Dills built.
The Dills built?
Parkersburg.
What about the Bills built?
I guess. So, how's your day been going so far?
It's been okay. Staying warm.
That's good. It's cold.
Yep.
It's crazy weather we've been having, huh?
Yeah. Hey, this episode comes out on January 8th. January 8th. I feel like I swallowed some sounds that I should have said.
I've got a good friend whose birthday is that day.
Uh-huh. Happy birthday!
Yeah, happy birthday, dear so-and-so.
Hopefully you're listening. At some point, at least.
Yeah, you 33-year-old so-and-so.
Don't be a cake sniffer.
She is a cake sniffer.
Oh, goodness.
And she has a little mini cake sniffer.
That's right. It's a whole week full of birthdays.
Yeah. Birthdays.
If anybody out there has a birthday on January 9th, let me know so we could potentially be friends. And then I'll have friends who have birthdays from the 7th up to the 11th.
I know somebody whose birthday's the 9th.
Do I know him?
There's a potential that you could have met him, but I don't know.
Oh.
Would
I want to know him?
Huh?
Would I want to know them?
It's one of Lauren's, like cousins or nieces, whatever they are.
Oh.
You know the girls?
I'm sure if you spoke of them, I'd recognize who you're talking about.
Well, they're named, like, after my mother and my sister.
Yeah. Right, okay.
Well, the one who's named after my sister, her birthday's the 9th.
Oh. Doesn't count.
Says you.
Goodness. Well, I'm sure somebody out there will eventually email me and tell me. And even when I'm like 40 years old, I bet you, I'll finally get that email saying, I listened to that episode where you put no effort into it. Other than, some effort, I suppose. I'm going to have to do some editing, but very little, for sure.
Well, I put some effort into it. I mean, have you ever noticed that you never realize how loud your house is until you're falling asleep?
No.
What do you mean, no?
No. Just no. I've never noticed. I suppose it's not very loud. Either that or I just snooze away.
Well, I hope the traffic is clearing up out there.
Yeah, you got a long drive home.
I do have a long drive home in the cold.
Oh. I mean, it sucks your SUV's in the shop and you're stuck with your convertible that's got the busted roof.
Well, we do what we can with the card we're dealt,
Yeah.
At least my convertible's still running.
Yep. That is the good part. That is the good part.
And it sucks having to drive around. I'll probably get a cold from like that Seinfeld episode from driving around with the screwed up convertible top.
Oh.
But gotta get home to my wife and kids, Tuck them in to bed and turn the lights out.
Well, as long as you got a vehicle that gets you from A to B, That's all that matters.
Hey, I've been known to go to C and D and F and J and other places too.
You know, all points in between.
Not all points. I don't go down to like Z.
Any point in between.
I've never been to Z.
Oh, nobody goes to Z.
Well, I'm sure
because they get confused by the time they get there. Is it Z or is it Z? Who knows?
Z. Well, I mean, we're not in England.
Some people are.
No.
Shout out to our listeners in the UK.
Shout, shout.
Woot, woot. Is that how they might say woot, woot?
I don't know. Somebody might. What was I going to say? Oh, I was going to say that people, when they get down to Z, they get stuck there. That's
Makes
what
sense.
happens.
It's a long way back up.
And it's harder to come up from Z than it is.
It's like gravity.
Yeah. Precisely.
You need a lot of thrust to get from Z back to A. Lots of it.
Man, time's flying. I can't believe it's already almost 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Wow. Time's... What does he say? Time's fun when you're catching flies.
I can't believe how how early it gets dark now.
Yeah, it does get dark. It might all change. It'll still get dark early, though.
Because the polarity's going to flip?
No, because the president-elect says he wants to get rid of the daylight savings thing.
That's dumb.
I'm indifferent. It doesn't really matter to me.
I'm for it.
I mean, I'd be fine if we got rid of it.
No, I'm for daylight savings time.
Oh, switching the clocks back and forth?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's fun.
Well, like, it doesn't bother me. Because all my clocks do it for me. I don't have to do it.
You have to do daylight savings time. Otherwise...
Not if you live in Arizona.
Yeah, huh? Yeah, you do.
They don't do it.
It would throw off the dating system.
The dating system.
Mm-hmm. I don't... Because you still have to have that 4th of a day and all that, or...
The 4th of a day?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know.
That's how we have a leap year every 4 years.
So what year is it in Arizona then?
That's the thing, is I don't know what they're doing. They're hanging on to the old system even though they don't use it. They'd have to be. Because otherwise the system gets thrown off without daylight savings time and without the leap system and the extra 4th of a year being built into every 3 years.
Well, I don't think the leap year has to do with
It does.
Time change.
Okay, listen, you're right. I don't know exactly what I'm talking about, but I do know what I'm talking about. And there's things like the whole calendar would be totally out of whack if they didn't do these observances that they do.
Huh.
It would take effect over like 1,000 years or something like that. But I know what I'm saying. There's a thing. There's a reason there's a thing for it. You have to keep it. You have to keep it in there.
I don't know.
If you take it out, the calendar is going to fall apart.
It'll just unravel.
It will. The calendar will unravel.
Time will turn into a black hole if you stop the daylight savings.
That's right. We got to have that 4th
You got
of
to
the year.
save it.
That's right. It's really important. I've come from the future to warn everybody what will happen if you undo daylight savings time.
So don't forget the first Sunday in March to spring forward.
Yes.
If you don't do it, we'll collapse. It will be Y2K. It will be the Mayan calendar 2012. All of it.
That's right. All of that would have happened and it would have come true. The only thing that's been saving us is daylight savings.
That's it. It's because it's saving us.
Yes.
The
it's saving the time.
Saving us.
Yes. That's it.
I believe.
I bet you believe.
I believe. When we go to that inauguration, I'm taking a sign.
I believe in daylight savings.
Exactly.
Oh my God. It's keeping us alive.
That's right.
That's the thing, because it's like motion. If we weren't doing it, rocking the time back and forth like that, it would go stagnant.
The time rocker.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're the time rockers.
We got to keep the pendulum going, swinging.
Wow.
If we stop, time will stop.
That
Yesterday will be tomorrow. Today will be backwards.
We'll be all discombobulated.
A month from now will never happen.
And today will be gone forever.
As it is.
Wow. Well, speaking of the inauguration, we'll be there. We'll have some kind of wacky coverage for it.
Heck yeah, we will. I think we should dress up like 1776 kind of people.
Oh.
Try to get people to sign the Declaration.
Well, we better get on those outfits soon.
Something. Yeah, I was thinking about that too, because we'll have to get because it'll be cold.
Yeah.
So we need to get some kind of toboggans that we can ride on, white toboggans or something, white scarves maybe that we could ride on, or white hoodies.
Right.
Put it on the hoodie hood.
Yeah, well, hopefully it ain't gonna be too cold while we're there.
Yeah, I hope it's a nice balmy 80 degrees.
If it was 80 degrees on January 20th, I might actually believe all
Water World.
global warming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Water World, like that Kevin Costner movie or whoever the heck it was. Maybe
Yeah.
Mel Gibson or some. I don't know who was in it. One of those two. Kevin Costner or Mel Gibson, I don't remember.
But a 40 degrees is not impossible.
40?
Yeah. It's
I'm
better
gonna
than
be freezing my tits off.
Are you kidding me? That'd be better than what it's 20 something out right now. I'd be all right with 40.
I don't want to go outside right now either.
Well, of course not, because it's 20 something outside. I'm saying 40 degrees.
Maybe we should dress up in one of those costumes where because they say you always get really hot in them, like a mascot costume or something.
Oh,
like that.
yeah. Oh, that sounds good.
Maybe we should come up with contemporary conservative mascots.
We should go get those rubber Nixon masks.
I am not a crook.
Would it be distasteful to get what's Carter masks?
Yeah, he's still lying in state, isn't he?
Yes, as we.
That's something we might be able to see him too.
I think
Touch a president's grave. I mean, casket.
I think he'll be gone by the time we get there.
I don't think so. Somebody quoted it to me the other day. Let me look and see.
Oh, okay. Live fact checking.
Carter will.
I heard something about the
lie in
13th. Let's see. Fact check. The heat's coming on. You might be able to hear it. All right.
I think it's the 9th.
The 9th. Oh, it's even sooner than I thought. It's the end of the week
Or
here.
the 10th.
Oh, well.
The 10th.
We got more important people to see while we're there.
Well, you know what? Let's have a little observance here for Jimmy Carter.
A toast for Jimmy Carter.
This is us putting the flag at half-staff, people.
Oh, there we go. Ting.
Ting. He wasn't particularly good or well-spoken or effective.
Yeah.
But, and that's what I mean by good. I don't mean to say he was a bad person or anything.
Right, he was, his presidency was not the greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was the worst guy in the world.
Right.
That's for sure, so.
Yeah.
Here's to you, Jimmy.
Yep. Definitely quite the man of faith of what I've learned. That's pretty interesting. Hard worker. No, I don't want to. That's for our other show. I was going to say more, but I don't want to get too much into it.
Well, it just happened to come up
Yeah,
because of he's
right.
going to be in state or whatever. But
Right. But anyway, that's conservative conversations type of material if you want to hear that.
maybe we can find out where all the baby pigeons are while we're up
The
there.
baby pigeons. That's right. And
Because remember from The Catcher in the Rye how he was obsessed with, like, where do the ducks go when the pond freezes over?
Oh, yeah.
And remember I told you earlier, I just found out online, folks, apparently back in history times, before they knew that birds migrated to, like, different climate zones and, you know what I mean, traveled to
Right.
other places, they thought that birds went to the moon when they disappeared in winter. They went to the moon.
Well, it makes sense. That's where everything else goes, like the socks.
Oh, yeah, lunar phenomena. But I didn't remember covering it in this. I didn't remember it coming up in that segment. The birds going to the moon.
Oh. Who knows?
I think it's because the internet, it's so hard to research anything on there
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah. They
Even
want to
when
hide.
you know the truth about the lunar phenomena,
Uh-huh.
you can't find these what do you call them, scientific articles
Yeah, the research.
documenting the facts. They obfuscate and they obstruct and hide the truth
Right.
under layers of ads.
Yeah. Just like they're trying to hide the truth that we live on a flat earth. Have you heard about these globe people? They're crazy, these globers.
What?
Yeah, they think the earth's like round or something.
It is round.
No, of course it's not.
What in the flat earth are you talking about?
Exactly. The earth is flat.
No, it's not. What, have you started huffing paint?
No. I think anybody who thinks the earth is round or a globe is
The
huffing
physics
the paint.
don't make any sense. How do you make a flat earth make any sense?
It's because of the way the sun works and the earth is
Okay, let me ask you a
flat.
question. Is the sun flat in your world?
Yeah, I guess.
Is the moon flat? Is everything flat? Is water flat? How would water stay on the earth?
I don't know. I'm just as baffled as you are.
That stuff blows my mind.
I know. It's one of the things I like to watch on YouTube.
If Earth was like a pizza, right?
A pizza sheet.
How would water stay on it? It would just slide off. It
Right.
would just slide off.
The ice wall.
Plus, it doesn't make any sense. Ice wall, my ass. It doesn't make any sense. Is the sun a ball? It is. How are they? Is everything flat? Like, I think that's the problem. They're flat thinkers. They can't think out of a two-dimensional world.
Right? Yeah. I like watching these people who debunk flat earthers. And there's this thing recently, it just happened like last month in December, the final experiment, where some globe earthers and some flat earthers went to Antarctica to see the 24-hour sun because flat earth people didn't think it was possible at the South Pole.
And what happened? Did they get converted?
Well, one gentleman has at least admitted that he's not quite sure anymore that the Earth is flat, but he's still not yet fully.
He was just standing on
Convinced?
like the raised crust section of the Earth. He was at the edge. He wasn't.
Right.
It's not round. It's rounded. You see,
Right.
it's just rounded right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. But other. I'm not sure about some of the a couple other people.
I think he was drugged. I think they made him. He was hallucinating.
Well, some flat Earth people who didn't go on the trip have call him a shill. He's a shill for the globe earthers and NASA.
He is. Yeah, I don't remember him being at the flat Earth Christmas party.
Yeah. Right.
He's a fake.
Right. Well, because he was in Antarctica.
How could he be in Antarctica if the Earth's flat?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Because the telemetry of airplane rides doesn't fit with their model.
Right. Same with anything.
I know, right?
Well, one time I made a comment on a YouTube video. I said, I wonder why aerospace companies don't operate on a flat Earth model. Because obviously, if the Earth was flat, I mean, they would need to know and need to operate in such a way to, like, launch rockets and stuff. Or whatever. Goodness.
Yeah, why would they need... I mean, never mind. We could go all day
I
about
know.
this.
It's silly. I mean, we figured this out a long time ago, people.
A long time ago. I think it was Euclid.
I don't know. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. The father of geometry, modern geometry. Well, maybe not modern geometry, because there's all this new stuff now.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to have a little bit of an exclusive segment. So if you'd like to hear what's going on there, be sure to become a paid subscriber through our podcast host, Red Circle. And,
encourage your friends to do the same.
Yeah, exactly. That
Yeah, I know.
you know.
You don't have to tell me. I already know. You can just stop right there. There's absolutely no reason to tell me because I know.
Yeah, when you were just talking to me about my birthday the other day,
Yeah.
and it's being on the Monday,
Uh-huh.
I thought, well, the day I was born was on a Monday, and then I remembered that one time I figured out that the same date will fall on the same day of the week every 5, 6 to 11 years.
That's interesting. That kind of aligns with my 11-10 project thing. Well, you say what you just said again. You realize that the same date, like it being a Monday.
Yeah, will follow the same day of the week.
Your B-Day would fall on the same day of the week.
Every 5, 6, 11 years. I forget if it's in that order. Like the next time it happens will be in 5 years, and then it'll be 6, and then 11. But I think it's at least either of those years. Like,
well, that's cool to me because that kind of fits with my 11-10 project. That I'm gonna slip that in there. The 11 part. That really fits. I might drop the 5 and 6, but they add up to 11. But I don't want it to come a number 43 kind of thing where everything has to be added to and subtracted. No, I don't want to do all that.
Right. Yeah. So I thought that was cool. The calendar is interesting. See how we bring it back? Look at that.
The calendar controls everything.
And if we don't save daylight, it's going to come all undone, folks.
Everything will. We'll just fly off the face of this flat Earth.
Exactly.
Because there'll be nothing holding us here.
We'll
because
spin right off this piece of
gravity
sheet.
doesn't work. Exactly. How could anything work properly? It's flat. It doesn't make any sense.
Where's the edge of it?
What makes it have gravity?
And how come I can just keep going and going in the ocean? You know, it's possible to go all the way around the Earth and the ocean. It's very hard.
Well, I did fall off one time.
Oh.
But that's a different story.
Well, when you fall off, you fall back around right here. So here you are. It's like a
It
loop.
was kind of like that, except not really.
It's like in a cartoon where they fall through the hole, they come back through to the ceiling somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except it wasn't really like that. It was more like, I don't know how to put it. I went off over the edge into the Milky Way.
Oh.
Like the water continued. Like the Milky Way's like a river in space.
Okay.
And I floated on. And then it is like a circle, maybe. I don't know. And I wound back where I started from.
It's like a loop-de-loop Milky Way.
Yeah. Something like that.
Makes sense to me.
I was also tripping.
Oh. Well, watch out.
But you don't fall. I didn't fall over the edge. There's no edge.
It's like continuous.
Yeah, yeah.
It's always and forever. Okay. Whoa.
I think we solved it.
Yeah.
I think we saved the world.
We saved the world of daylight.
Well, with our concept that, yes, daylight savings is what's keeping the clock going and keeping the calendar together and keeping us all alive.
That's right.
I think that's very important, and it's a key takeaway from this conversation. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So write to your congressman or your congresswoman, however
Your
correct you want to be.
congressperson.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
your
tell
senators.
that we have to save the
Save
world.
the daylight with the time. And say no to not daylight savings.
Yeah, say no.
Say yes to daylight. I say yes to daylight savings. And
say no to big calendar.
yeah, and we'll save the world.
That's right. We can't have stagnant time, you guys.
Daylight savings saves the world.
It sure does.
And with that,
You heard it here first.
if you're in Washington, D.C. around January 20th or on January, or around, let us know. Because we'll be there.
We sure will.
That's right.
We'll be there with our notebooks and our nose to the ground or our ear to the ground, or how does that go? We'll have
nose
something
to the
ground.
grindstone.
We'll have our feet in the air.
All right.
And our hands behind our backs.
Right.
And our shoes on our left feet.
Yep.
And we'll be chasing down leads.
Exactly.
And
Leads and leads.
interviewing ghosts.
Ooh.
And is that a thing?
Yep.
And we'll be
Hot on the trail.
in hot pursuit. In hot pursuit. How you like that?
Yeah.
We'll be knocking on doors. Oh, we'll be shaking hands and kissing babies.
Well, actually,
That's a Sunny in Philadelphia quote, right?
yeah.
He's like, I don't want to be.
Well, if you enjoyed this episode, please go follow us on your favorite podcast platform. You can find us on Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, and many more. And you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search at WWRS. And if you'd like to hear exclusive segments of this episode and other episodes, become a paid subscriber through our podcast host, Red Circle.
That's right. We hope this has been wacky enough for you. And if it has been, we hope you'll tell a friend about this wacky stuff that you just heard and encourage them to become paid subscribers so that they have access to the same bonus and exclusive content that you have access to. And as always, we thank you for listening.